What's up, bro?
What's going down, my dude?
Not much, man. I'm excited to be on here with my brother, man.
Man, you already know what's going down. Always an honor to be on this podcast here and to talk about some good, shit that goes down in our life on this crazy ass journey, bro.
Right? Can't talk about it enough. It's so crazy. We really cannot talk about it enough.
I know, because it's always something. You know what I mean? It's like always something that the big homie upstairs got planned for us every day.
Yes, sir.
Always. Let me get that intro knocked out real quick.
All right, bro.
All right. Welcome to the Unchained podcast, everybody. This is your boy, SpiritWar Martin, along with this favorite tag team partner in the SR community, Sebastian. Always put God first and become your inner lion in this crooked matrix and spiritual warfare, y'all. Boy, listen here.
Yeah, bro. I've had one of those days too. Exactly what you were just saying. You never know what's going to happen. Especially when you go on SR, you never know what's going to happen as far as like things that happen throughout the day, because we're paying attention to everything super, hyper focused. And so everything is just like enhanced, shit is crazy as hell out here.
Yeah, most def, man. Yeah, when you holding that life force in, bro, you are just, your vision, everything about you is just super. You just in your super mode when you are on that SR journey, bro. And it's a gift from God, It's all from the big homie upstairs, man. This is how he wants all of us to be out here is, protecting our energy and putting energy back into ourselves on this SR journey.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man.
And that's real important. The way I look at it, man, I don't know what the hell my problem was, bro. Just out here, just goofy, bro. Looking at my old self, man, it was just like, man, was definitely like out here very immature as hell. You know what I'm saying? Just out here tripping and just, like literally like a negative robot, as I like to say out here, man. And that's some dangerous shit when you're operating in that mode right there. When you operating in demonic robot mode, oh, we.
Yeah, it's like you said in a podcast before, just sleepwalking out here until something happens to you. A lot of people are just sleepwalking and they don't even realize. It's like that meme that you posted over there on your page, man. I posted that on my story too, but we talk about it a lot. It's how people are like walking around and most people they don't think about what's going on like on a deeper level. So like their existence is just like they just like take it for granted. They take everything for granted and they just think that being a human being is like regular. You know what I mean? They're not thinking of things on the deep level and like, just out here doing things, like you said, being very robotic and, they're not going deep at all about our existence or anything like that.
Facts. Real shit, bro. Just basically on just surface dwelling, just on the surface of what's really going on out here instead of, going in that rabbit hole. And when you go on, when you go on Semen Retention, that's literally what it's like, bro. You are going into the damn rabbit hole and you got to be strong for this shit. Especially going from that old mindset of just busting nuts all the time. On the porn side addiction. And just being lustful in general, thinking with your head downstairs instead of the head on your shoulder.
Yep.
The head downstairs instead of the head on your shoulders, bro.
Yes, sir.
That shit
That's not how we want to go.
That shit is dangerous, bro. You know, I used to do that all the time, and I just, you know, I just be tripping out, you know, every day. You know, most of the time. You know.
Yeah, man. I was talking to my friend earlier. He was telling me about an experience that he had. I guess he was at the barber shop earlier, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I was having this conversation, and you know, you would have really liked this conversation, man." He starts getting to talking about, you know, the women's situation and how women are trying to be masculine, and essentially, basically just got into me talking about, we're just talking about how a lot of women, you know, are lost and they're getting influenced by a lot of these celebrities and stuff like that. And basically I was like, man, like, my old self was just trying to go after all these girls, you know, if they looked good, you know, I was trying to pursue them. You know, it didn't really matter what their personality is, and now it's changed to where I don't care if you're not like, you know, a God-fearing woman. If you're not a godly woman, I don't care what you look like. You could be a supermodel, but if you got an ugly spirit, I'm not gonna mess with you.
Ooh, I know. That's what it's coming down to, bro. We can't be looking at the, you know, the ass and the boobs and all this shit. How is that spirit on the inside of that individual? You know, because we are all spirits out here having a human experience. And it's really important to line yourself up with people on this earth that got a good spirit inside their body. You know, and if they don't got a good spirit inside their body, you got to stay away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or else it's going to destroy you, you know, because this didn't happen to me so many times. You know, I'll be real nice, you know, or used to be real nice to people that didn't even deserve me being nice to them, and end up just getting backstabbed or just, you know, shit talk behind your back, or they just try to put you down in general, you know, make you feel like you less valuable or some shit, you know, to make their self feel good. You know, make their self feel good and shit. And it's like, you don't want to be around none of that shit, bro. You know, it's all poison. It's all low vibration.
Yeah, looking at my old self, I used to do that a lot. I used to allow, you know, all different types of people to be within my, in my life, and basically affecting my energy. You know, I feel like a lot of it has to do with my ego and my pride, and wanting to please people. You know, I was talking about this with my other friend today too. That whole idea of getting over what people think about you, bro, is so huge. It is so huge, like, because when you break it down, a lot of these negative behaviors, you know, it really breaks down to basically, you know, us being in fear of like the judgment of other people, or you know, we just care too much about what other people think about us, and then we forget to be our actual selves, you know, and we become like this version of ourselves that is altered, you know, because we're trying to please other people. We're trying to be the person that other people want us to be, and we're not actually being who we're supposed to be. It's crazy.
Right. You know that, man. Yeah, you just snapped off on that one, bro. You know what I realized, man? You want to be around, you know, individuals to where you feel like being yourself. You know, being yourself without having to feel weird about being yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't have to feel weird about being yourself at all. Like, nobody should have to go through that shit. But, you know, a lot of individuals go through this, you know, having to not be yourself, because if you be yourself, you'll feel weird or some shit, you know?
Yeah, because it all has to do with, like, you know, as soon as we start to like be ourselves, and then we catch on to like the feeling of like maybe the other person doesn't understand this part of ourselves, it immediately turns into them judging you, you know what I'm saying? So like maybe they don't understand like something that you enjoy, you know, Maybe, for example, it could be like a genre of music, or maybe it's a TV show that you like to watch, and they don't really understand it, you know. So they're going to just immediately judge you, because that's what we do, you know. People judge things, and they hate on shit that they don't understand. You know what I mean? So it's like, when you're doing that, you're not operating in a spiritual way at all. You know, it's totally carnal, and it's totally like, because if you're spiritual, bro, you know, I feel like we should always just look at other people, you know, like they're just the same as us. They're just energy. They're just spirits as well. So it doesn't really matter what they're into. It has nothing to do with you at all, what they're into. You know, we should always just respect people for who they are, and whatever they're into. And that's just like details, you know, unless it's, I mean, if it's harmful, obviously that's a different thing. You know, if it's causing harm or whatever, but if it's something that they're into, or something, just a characteristic about somebody, and it's totally not harmful, that's just who they are. There should be no judgment at all, you know?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, bro. What I've noticed, excuse me, hold on. Clear my damn throat. Shit, I don't know what the hell is going on with that shit. But, yeah, judging people on what they like. You know, people are gonna like what they like. You know, just because you don't understand it doesn't mean we should try to bring that person down or try to judge them on what they like. Because yeah, like you said, we're all spirits here on this earth. You know, and we shouldn't be looking at stuff carnal or materialistic in that manner, because it's just gonna destroy you in the long run when you do that. Mm-hmm. You know, just turning yourself bitter out here and unaware. Yeah, it's important to just let people be. You know, as long as you're friends with that individual, that's all that should matter. You know, as long as you're friends and you guys have a good relationship and bringing each other up, you know, the little small details of whatever the hell, or, you know, something that they like a certain sports team or whatever the hell. Let them like that. Like, it shouldn't matter at all when it comes down to that shit, you know. But a lot of people are unaware of this, you know. Gotta operate in the spirit on the, you know, majority of, you know, situations going on out here, bro, and you'll have a better way of making moves.
Whew. Absolutely, man.
You know,
that's one thing that I'm really proud of. That is one thing that I really think about. I'm very proud of the fact that I've been able to make some progress in that department, because I can honestly sit here and say that I care a lot less than I used to, you know, about what people think, and it's such a liberating feeling, bro, to get to that point, because that's really that's how God wants us to be. That's how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be out here being authentic and just operating, you know, freely, and just doing what we love, and doing what, you know, listening to our soul and what we're passionate about, and, you know, but it's just the way that shit's gone, you know. It's how people behave, and people try to stifle other people, and, you know, it's all ego. It's all bullshit, you know. It's got to be from the devil and his punk ass, you know, schemes, you know, trying to pull us down, and, you know, it's all bullshit, man. And just, we should all be able to do whatever we want to do, you know, as long as it's not causing harm. We should all be able to express ourselves however we please.
Absolute facts, bro. You know, it's definitely important to be able to feel free to express yourself without having to feel weird. You know, it's just, you know, that's weird. You know, that you have to feel weird to be yourself. You know, like, yeah, it's just backwards as hell or something on a lot of aspects of life, bro. You know, just backwards as hell, bro. You know, it's weird, bro. You know, when you get on the SR journey and go through your rewiring of the brain process, man, listen, you just, man, what the hell is really going on about here, bro? You know, from the spiritual aspect to everything, you know, damn near everything, bro. You just like, man, it's just weird as hell up in this place, bro. And it's like, how was I, you know, up under that damn porn site spell for all these years and not seeing what the hell was really going on?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly, bro.
Trippy. Out here just like a lust robot and shit. You know, just not free-minded at all.
Yeah. When you're doing that, it gets you into like a prison, man. You know, where you're watching the videos and you're beating your, you know, beating your shit however times a day. You know what I'm saying? However many times, you know, a lot. Some people be doing that shit like 2, 3, 4 times a day, bro. I mean, it's crazy. And it's only after you stop doing it is when you're gonna realize like the difference. You know what I mean? It's hard to really like. I've noticed that it's hard to talk about this topic with other people. I just talked about this on a video I made. It's hard to talk about this topic with other people, or maybe like your old friends. You know, the masturbating stuff and the porn, and it's like it's a strange topic, bro, because people take it differently. You know, and they have a hard time accepting it. But I've noticed that they're only going to hear what we have to say and be receptive until they experience it themselves. You know, it's hard to drill this into specific topic into people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't just go up to people and be like, hey, guess what, pal? You should try out SR. You know, it'll definitely change your life all the way around, you know? And you can't just you can't just go up to people and just do that. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm grateful for this podcast, you know, so we can get on here and talk about this shit and people can listen to it and, you know, they can put it into their life, you know, because they heard, you know, us openly talk about this shit. You know, you don't find too many places that openly talk about this shit because, you know, and having, you know, from my personal experience, having to experience going through that shit, and now I've, you know, basically climbed out of that dark hole, bro. It's like a black hole that you get stuck in when you are busting and on the porno all the time, bro. It's literally like a spell. You know, you are under a spell like crazy, bro. And ever since I got on this SR journey, you know, I've broken free from that. And that happened to, you know, other men out there as well that's going through the porn addiction problem and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit ain't no joke, bro. And yeah, that's how I was, you know, stuck on the damn, you know, in the porno realm, you know, in the like Mortal Kombat and shit. You know, we got all those realms and shit, you know, like the nether realm, the earth realm, outer world. You know, the porno realm. Yeah, that's one of them. I was stuck in that realm and shit. You know, I had to whoop a lot of demons' ass to get my ass up out of that realm, bro. It was a lot of fighting up in that place. Listen, but you know, it's just important, man, for people to hear, you know, somebody talk about this shit. And you know, I'm just glad I'm part of this journey and podcast with you, bro, to talk about this, because you know this is helping people. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I got people. I get more and more comments every day, bro, about people that have been tuning into us and they just like what we have to say. They also just like, you know, they say it's entertaining as well. You know, me and you are a pretty cool combination of spirits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's all about it. About the grace of God, bro. You know, the big homie upstairs, you know, when you start doing the right stuff and controlling that sexual energy, bro, that makes him proud. And then he'll just mysteriously start making stuff happen. You know, that's what I feel.
Yeah. He's hooking you up.
Yeah, that's how I feel about what we're doing now, man. You know, it just happened, you know, because it's just how he works, bro. You know, that's how he works, the universe.
I wanted to touch on what we were just talking about. I have a little funny little story, but this is just an example of what we were just talking about. But I was talking to one of my, he's one of my best friends, bro. He was actually, I've known him like my whole life. He's literally like a brother to me. Like I'm closer to him than Probably anybody, bro. You know, I talk to him every day, and you know, he doesn't retain or anything like that, but he's like my brother, bro. And basically, he was just like telling me, you know, I told him the story about how I got the shoes today, and then he was like, you know, I basically said like Semen Retention. He knows that I'm on Semen Retention. He knows all about the videos, podcast, everything, you know, and he supports me to the fullest. But like, he said some comments, some just some shit, you know. I gave him shit afterwards, but he's like, you know, I feel like you're just riding high from being sober, and you're feeling good, and you're going to the gym. That's why you're feeling so good. I feel like you're crediting too much to the retention. You know what I'm saying? Basically downplaying like how powerful retention is, and I tried to say like, bro, it's just because you've never experienced it. You know what I mean? And he basically was just saying, you know, it's just because you're sober and going to the gym and feeling good. You know, I feel like you're giving too much credit to the semen retention thing. I'm like, nah, bro. I was like, you couldn't be more wrong, my boy. I was like, I know what's going on, man. You know, it's almost like he thought that I was like having like a placebo effect or something, but it's just because he's never retained. You know what I mean?
Right. Or he never actually like spent time on monk mode and shit. So it's like, now that he sees that you are happy in your own skin, bro, from being on the SR journey, it's literally bothering his insides, bro. That's all it is. It's bothering his insides because he, like you said, he hasn't experienced this. So it's like people who haven't experienced or put themselves through this shit, they always got some bullshit to say. Like, why don't you try it for yourself instead of sitting around talking about, oh, you're just riding high on being sober and working out. Well, SR also has a big part of feeling good and doing that shit on top of being sober. You know, if Muggs wasn't on SR and controlling sexual power, shit would be way different.
Yeah. And then he said something like, about like how God, you know, created semen, you know, and these fluids for us to, like he said, like it's meant to be expelled. It's not meant to be stored up. He said like that's unhealthy or something like that. So I was like, bro, I love you, man, but you're just not educated on this topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll come across a lot of that shit, bro. You know, people who haven't experienced the journey or even spent a week on this shit, you know, haven't even spent a few days on this shit, always got some bullshit to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you actually spend a week or two for yourself and then come back and talk to me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear none of this shit now, especially if you ain't even been on this journey for 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even... just knock it off. You know, people always got to do that. Even your friends, you know, they do this shit. And it's just like, bro, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to make yourself feel better to try to bring me down because you see I'm doing something I like doing.
Yeah, and I think it's just it's like, yeah, exactly what I said earlier. Is like when people don't really fully understand a situation or somebody's passionate about, you know, they start to question it, and then they'll like start to somewhat hate on it or just tell you like, you know what I mean, that you're doing something wrong or whatever. You know, they just got something to say.
Facts, bro. Especially when they see that you're enjoying it. They see that you're enjoying doing what you're doing. It's like mugs always want to try to downplay shit. It's just weird. You know, it's like, yeah, people don't like seeing you comfortable in your skin, bro, at all. You know, it's just weird. You know, it can be anybody. You know, people you least expect that will try to pull your power level down, bro. Because your power level is too high for some people.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Because that dude is like one of my best friends. I love him to death. But I was just like, it's one of those moments, like, you know, you just got to agree to disagree with some people, you know, especially when it comes to semen retention.
Absolutely, bro, because, yeah, you know, you can't really say shit about this journey, you know, especially you can't say nothing if you haven't even experienced it.
Right.
You know, you can't say anything about it if you haven't put yourself through this shit. And putting yourself through this shit is some of the hardest shit anybody could do. Straight up. This shit ain't no joke, bro. Like, for real. This is probably the most craziest shit that I've ever put myself through, fam. I'll put that on everything. This shit is the real deal.
Me too.
Because the way I feel now as opposed to my old self, man, it's hard to explain, but shit is way different. Way different.
It's way different. People don't understand how spiritual it is. That's the thing. They don't get the concept of, like, they think that it's just like the certain benefits that you get. They're not incorporating like how spiritual it makes you and how it taps you into like God and being spiritual. They don't understand that. It's hard to understand because, I mean, I remember, you know, if I can look at myself on the other side, you know, I probably have a hard time, you know, understanding that too. It's like, wait, so you tell me you're just going to stop nutting and then you're going to be connected to God? Like, that doesn't make sense. You know, it's like one of those things where you got to just do it to feel it.
Yeah, you have to put yourself through this uncharted territory of training and self-development. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. It's like training and self-development. Like going on SR is like boot camp for porn addiction. You know what I mean? Like boot camp for that old addiction that you used to have of busting all the damn time. And it turns you into a serious ass dude out here. Like far as your, you know, your mental and your spirit, man. You just become a way more confident individual out here in your own skin because your spirit is obviously maturing the longer you go on this journey and not being lustful and bust your Wi-Fi connection out, you know, your life force, you know, to the universe. When you bust that out, bro, it's, you know, when you bust it out, that's bad news. It's really bad news because, yeah, looking at my old self doing that shit, I had nothing but bad luck and was out here just hating on shit, hating on people, just hating on everything, bro. And now since I'm holding this life force in, I'm very grateful. You know, when I see somebody doing good, I'll be happy for them. You know what I'm saying? I'll be happy as hell to see people do good now, as opposed to my, you know, looking at my old self when I was out here just lusting and busting all the time, bro. It's just, it's night and day.
Truly is.
It's night and day on this shit, bro. You know, it's no gray area. You either have to choose to get on the SR journey and get right with God. Get on the SR journey and get right with the big homie upstairs, or be out here busted and be part of the devil's punk ass army.
Yeah, and you know what it is, bro, is I feel like the intro. So let me know how it went for you. Did you get into like spirituality and God and the Bible before Semen Retention, or did you get on Semen Retention first?
Well, when I was a child, I was into that. You know, when I was a kid.
Okay, yeah.
You remember that? And then
I meant to say like get back into it. I meant to say like get back into it, like you know how you are now, like how you're very strict with you know, reading your Bible and stuff like that. Because for me, I feel like it's once you start to read the Bible and you understand the whole sexual immorality thing, and that makes sense, you know, that's when Semen Retention starts to make more sense. And it's actually something that you want to try to do. You know, that's how it was for me, because once you learn that this is something that God wants us to do, it changes, you know, because there's a lot of people that aren't into the Bible or Christianity or anything, and they're not into, you know, they're not aware of all this stuff. So at the same time, that whole aspect is out the window. So then they think it's pointless, you know, because they don't even understand that, like, this is what God wants. You know, He only wants us to expel, you know, our seed when we're reproducing. You know, we're not supposed to be just playing with ourselves and releasing our sperm. You know, our sperm is like our sacred you know, that's our mojo. You know, that's what we have as men. That's what makes us spiritual men, is holding in our mojo. You know what I'm saying? It's like magical, you know, it's our magical juice. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I'm getting at? It's like people who aren't knowledgeable on the Bible and things like that, it even makes them even more confused because they're not understanding that whole aspect.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, bro. And yeah, you're right, man. Your life force is your magical juice, whatever you want to call it. It is the magical juice. It brings you, it makes you become the person that you're supposed to become. You'll become, way more charismatic. It's like having life. You have life to yourself when you hold your life force in. That's why it's called life force. You hold that shit in, you begin to have a life out here in this dark ass place, and it's no joke. We got to be out here spiritually elevated out here and not blind to all these damn distractions that society and the devil Trump ass got set up for us, bro. All these distractions is what's going to destroy us as people, and we got to let go of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let go of all these distractions out here so we can get our brains, right, bro. Because a lot of this technology is just messing heads up, bro. Like straight up.
Mm-hmm.
That shit ain't no joke, bro. And I don't wish that on nobody. Us as a people, we gotta get right up out here, man.
For real, bro. I'm just grateful that I have this knowledge. I'm grateful. I'm okay with looking weird. If people think that it's weird, that they think semen retention is weird and whatnot, I'm honestly cool with that because I know that it's what God wants for me. You know what I mean? And I've seen the benefits, and I know, I know what the fuck's going on out here. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and yeah, this is what God wants for me as well too, is talking about this SR journey and shit. And yeah, I don't care if it is looked at weird. I've felt weird my whole damn life. You know what I'm saying? Just being different, feeling different from everybody out there, and just operating different. And God got me on this purpose to talk about this SR journey because I experienced going through hell while being under that witchcraft spell. You know what I'm saying? That's like going through hell, bro. And since I done climbed out of hell and put God first, I'm going to talk about this stuff, because this is what God wants. And this is life-changing for people out there in the world. No matter how many people I reach, I'm just grateful that I've reached people in general about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes me feel good now in my spirit, now that it's maturing from being on this SR journey, bro. Because yeah, looking at my old self, I wouldn't even be doing this at all.
Right.
Just grateful.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today. I wouldn't be doing anything that I've been doing if it wasn't for semen retention. I wouldn't be making any YouTube videos. I wouldn't be doing this podcast. Wouldn't have reached out to you. Wouldn't have reached out to a couple other people. Like, it would have just, you know what I mean? I would just still be stuck in my old ways, trying to, see what everybody's on and all the bullshit that I was doing before. Talking to people that are still engaging in detriment, like toxic activities and all this shit, bro. That's where I'd be. I already know it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. If I, wouldn't have lost my job when I did, and, actually started practicing semen retention when I came across it on YouTube, because it literally just popped up out of nowhere, right? Semen retention, and I'm like, what is that? And it's like that was a sign from God right there, a sign from God telling me to click on this semen retention video, and it literally just came up out of nowhere, bro. I never even knew anything about semen retention or looked anything up about it. It literally just popped up, and I clicked on that shit and learned wisdom about it, and my life has not been the same since.
That is crazy, bro.
And
yeah, I had a homie told me about it. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you, bro.
No, you fine. I was gonna say it happened. It happened as soon as I lost my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, man.
That's God, bro. God is using something. Using signs, bro, and actually listen to the signs.
Yeah, that's definitely a divine intervention, bro. I had my friend tell me about SR. I've told this story a couple times, but yeah, it was my friend, bro. When I was getting sober and stuff, we were at the rehab in the gym, and he was telling me all about it, and I was like, "What?" Like, and then I remember I did like 4 days while I was in there with him, and we were working out, and then I relapsed. I kept struggling, throughout my time, and I finally got on the streak after I had gotten out, and I finally told him about it because he's still on his streak. His streak is it's like yours, bro. I think he's like 8 months, 9 months in or something like that. So, I finally told him about it, that I had been doing it for a while now, and he was super pumped up. And now, we talk, and sent him a couple of our podcasts and stuff. So, yeah, his name is Austin, bro. Shout out to Austin. He put me on to all this stuff.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. That's pretty cool, man. That you had a buddy that brought it up to you. That's pretty damn, that's a blessing right there. Because I didn't have nobody come up to me and tell me about this shit at all. It was just like, yeah, like you said, a divine intervention or something. It just popped up. And I clicked on it, learned about it, and started practicing it, and seeing how much it changed my life around. And, see how powerful it is. It had a moment in time where I started getting shit for free myself as well. I got a bunch of stuff for free at the way beginning of my journey. And I took that as a gift from God. Telling me, it was like a gift from God getting, free living room equipment, like tables and and foosball tables. Like, that was a gift from God telling me, like, okay, I'm about to give you this gift to show you that being connected with me is real. Now you got to make sure you stay your ass on this pathway. And I've been on the pathway ever since. Been on it ever since.
Yeah, that was one of the first videos that I saw of yours, bro. Is that video? And I was like, you were tripping out about the furniture and shit. And you're like, you see this warehouse behind me right here?
Yeah.
Some warehouse behind you, and then you're like, I shit you not, this man, I'm talking to him, and then he gave me a pool table or a foosball table, some furniture. I mean, you were geeked up.
Yeah, I was, because it's like being disciplined every day and putting God first. That was literally like a gift from him, and I felt that, felt it in my spirit. Like, this shit is real, bro, because I was literally being keeping the house clean every day, just strict on my routine, like how I am now. But this was the beginning of my journey.
Yeah, he blessed you with that. And didn't you say that you needed that stuff at the time, or what?
Hell yeah, I needed that stuff, because I didn't have nothing in my house. Like, I didn't have the money to get anything, but I needed a table, couch piece, another table to set my TV on. I needed a bunch of shit. And all of a sudden, whoever owned that building back there literally came up to me when I was talking to my baby mama and had my kids out there, and asked me if I wanted shit for free, bro. And he had a bunch of just nice stuff for free. Crazy as hell, bro.
Yeah, because I had, man, do you still have that furniture? Do you still use it?
Yeah, I still got it. Hell yeah, I'm using it right now. Shit.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, bro. Still got it, all those blessings that God gave me through this man, whoever this man was that owned that warehouse building back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, because God uses people as well. It's just like the devil uses people. It's a double-edged sword.
It really is. Yeah, that homeboy today, might as well tell the story about the free stuff. Because, yeah, as soon as you go on Semen Retention, you guys, you're going to notice people just start giving you things on some crazy shit. Like today, my boy that I hadn't seen in years, we decided, we've been living in the same city for the last couple of months, but he's a therapist and he's busy all the time. And, I've been busy. We just haven't linked up. And today we finally linked up, went out to lunch, caught up, and it was a good time. But homeboy just decided to give me a free pair of Yeezys, and I'm just like, what the, like, what? He's like, basically saying that he thought that they would look good on me, and he said he didn't have the swag to pull them off and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll try them on, and they just so happen to be my size. And he's just like, yeah, take them. I'm just like, man, just free pair of Yeezys out of the blue.
That's what's up, bro. That's basically a gift from the big homie upstairs, man. He used that guy to give it to you, man, and that's just because you've been doing the right shit, bro. You're on the right pathway, so you're aligned with the universe, so you get blessings along this journey when you are staying tunnel vision.
Yeah. And then other versions is people keep buying my food, bro. People keep buying my food, like people in front of me, or at the gas station, or there's all type of stuff going on where I don't know if it's all just like metaphysical stuff that people feel. They feel your energy. It's got to be something going on in the spiritual realm when people just decide to like give us things, just out of the blue. They're just like, I just want to buy this guy right here, a meal. Like, why are they picking me? Why aren't they picking someone else?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know what you mean, man. It's just the energy that you put off, man. You just got like good luck energy, bro. That's what it is.
That's crazy.
You got good luck energy, and you're on SR now as well, so synchronicities are intensified now.
For real. I feel like there's something going on, though, in the spiritual realm, like metaphysically. Like there's something being emitted from our bodies that's going and registering with other people, where it's like, it's turning us into like magnets spiritually.
Yeah, it is. It's real bizarre, bro. It's real bizarre and hard to explain, but I know exactly what you're talking about, man. It's all spiritual, and this shit is crazy. Once you start looking at life in this aspect, bro, it's just weird. It's weird as hell, bro.
For real. I'm grateful for it, bro. That's why every day I wake up and I'm like, it feels like Christmas every day, like when I was a kid. I'm excited to see what's going on. Excited to see what, as you like to say, what God has up his sleeve.
Facts, bro. I know that's right. That's how I feel every day, man. Because, looking at my old self and stuff, being on that unrighteous and, evil pathway and stuff, bro. And now, hopping over that fence and, rocking with God now. It's just like, man, I love being on this side of the fence with God, I just love it. Because he always surprises me with great things. Like, he knows that I'm going through it right now because of the brain rewiring I'm going through, and it's some of the hardest shit that I've ever had to go through.
Yeah.
Coming from that unrighteous dark side, bro, into the light, it's just, it could be real rough for me sometimes, bro. Like really, really rough. But I'm busting through this and becoming a better man out here, and I'm just grateful for it, man. Real grateful.
Yeah, bro. Man, well, you always got me, bro. You always got me, ever want to talk, or, I'm always here, my man.
Facts, bro. And I really appreciate you, man, for always being there and shit, bro, because, we be going through it up out here, bro. We going through it. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, this whole SR process is just crazy shit.
Yeah, a lot of high highs and low lows. That's kind of how I would describe it. Like, there's a lot of intense moments. You know what I mean? The highs and the blessings from God are very, very powerful, and then sometimes you get attacked spiritually. And those are very intense as well. You start questioning everything, and it's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Like, especially like when you go through flat lines or whatever, when you have this brain rewiring process, it's definitely a lot of spiritual attacks as well, bro. And it's just, this shit is way more intensified, bro. You know, it's hard to explain, but this is what we go through while being on this SR journey. It's all reprogramming to become better out here. But it's like, yeah, it's a reprogramming process, and that shit is painful, bro. You know, that shit is painful as hell sometimes. I have to learn how to live life different. You know, live life, you know, basically time traveling back to old school ways as far as behavior goes.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it, because like being on porno and porn sites and all this crazy shit is like new generation shit. And going on SR and maturing that spirit, man, it's like going back to like old school shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the 50s and 60s or some shit, bro. Or, you know, maybe I'm going back too far. But you know what I mean? It's going back to old school shit, to where how they used to act back then and not be all weird and shit.
Yeah, bro.
You seem like I watched a couple, you know, movies of how shit was back then. People was like greeting each other way better. You know, like, how is your day today? Or people would say hi to each other like crazy, like out in public, bro. And like that's how I feel. But the timeline that we're in right now, that shit is just weird as hell to do, because people don't know how to talk to each other, you know, in a social manner out in public. It's just all robotic now. And then when you go on SR and shit, you just see how robotic shit is, and it's real weird, bro.
Yeah, bro. Trust me. I was just talking to my cousin Teresa about this. I love my cousin Teresa, man. She's a very spiritual woman, and she's got a lot of really good things to say. Super smart. But we were just, right before I got on here, I was chopping up with her and talking about a lot of things, man. Talking about the podcast, and you know, she's very supportive, and she actually has done a podcast herself. She's a very spiritual girl, but she's like, we were talking about it is the exact thing. You know, I was saying how, you know, I'm trying to just be more human, and that kind of resonated with her. She was like, wow, thank you for that, you know, because I was basically like, yeah, I try to, you know, when I'm in public and I'm around other people, you know, I try to make it a point to make eye contact with people and smile and wave and, you know, remember to be a human again, you know, because we're in these times where it's all fucked up out here, you know, and she seemed to resonate with that. So it was cool to kind of share that moment with her.
Hell yeah, bro. You know, when you have a moment with like-minded people out here, it's a beautiful experience to have, because it's not too many like-minded people out here, you know, at least not how it was back in the day, you know. And this shit is just bizarre now, you know, and us as people, we got to make sure we come together more than ever out here as people, bro, and not fall to this technology and become robots our damn self, you know, and just get our spirits just taken by these, or our souls taken by a lot of this technology and shit, bro. It's no joke.
Yes, sir, man. Preach.
You know, much love to all the fellow retainers and everybody listening to this podcast, you know, coming from SpiritWar Martin. Really appreciate all you guys, you know, just doing the right stuff out there, you know, putting God first, and just, you know, operating in your best frame that you can produce, you know. And, you know, it all comes from putting yourself through pain in the SR journey, you know, and becoming that spiritual samurai out there, you know. Just a serious ass dude out here, bro, you know, and that's important for all of us out here, you know. And Sebastian, proud of you, bro, and you know, you're doing a good job, man, and keep moving forward on your journey and doing the right shit so you can keep getting free Yeezys up out here, you know.
Yeah, we can keep making podcasts, you know what I mean? This is what I love to do right now, bro. And yeah, I'm grateful for you, man. Very grateful for you and this podcast, and shout out to all the retainers, obviously, you know. Yeah, we love all you guys, man, because yeah, bro, we need these other retainers, man. We need all these people, you know. It hit me today that we need each other more than ever. You know, we need to stay strong and stay connected with each other because everyone else doesn't understand us, bro. You know, regular people, they don't understand who we are and what we go through. It's almost like we're in a different category of people, you know, as retainers, because we experience a whole different side of life and people don't even realize it. So it's important for us to stay together and just, you know, tap in with each other, you know, on a daily basis, you know, because every single day is different. You know, we go through some crazy ass shit and we retain our life force, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. It's like when you are a retainer out here on the SR journey, you are literally an alien walking amongst the people.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
You know, you are literally a freaking alien out here walking amongst the people on some weird shit, bro. Just weird because like, you are alert to everything, and you are in the present moment, and then you notice how a lot of other individuals are just not in the present moment, bro.
Exactly.
You know, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy as hell. Like I said, man, you are an alien amongst the people when you're on your SR journey, you know, and just stuff is just bizarre, bro. But I'm grateful for the journey.
Oh yeah. I pray to God that I never go back, man. This is the real deal, man, and I'm very grateful, and I say thank you every day. I really do.
Facts, man. Me too. Thank you every day to the big homie upstairs and Kingdom of the Holy Spirit basketball team. You know, we're scoring threes as much as we can out here for God, and, you know, and just for, you know, for ourselves out here as well, you know, so we can become better people in general just by doing the right stuff.
Scoring threes.
Facts, bro. Scoring them threes on the Kingdom of the Holy Spirit team. Yeah.
All right, bro. Should we wrap this one up?
Yeah, man, we can wrap it up right now, bro. You know, actually, we just did wrap it up, so
yeah.
You know, we just snapped off in the end. Send me the link to this, or let me know when it's finished downloading, and I'll run it back to check it out, bro.
Oh, absolutely, man. Another freestyle episode. You know, fuck them topics.
Yeah, we sure did. So I'm gonna save the topics for the next one as well. So yeah, we freestyled 56, going on to 57. I'll document these topics for 57 then.
Yes, sir. And all right, guys. This has been the Unchained podcast. Once again, very grateful for another episode knocked out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the Unchained podcast, episode 56. All right, y'all. We will see you next time. Martin, I'll be talking to you, my boy.
All right, my brother. Take it easy, bro. You know what I mean? Just grateful. Right. Talk to you later, man.
All right, bro. Later.